Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another week of Friday Night Live. I hope you guys have had an awesome week and hope you're all safe. We've had insane weather, like in Pakenham, we had insane weather. Our trampoline was like blown over. We had trees blown out of the roots in our street and across our road, and we had no power. That wasn't very good. No, I didn't realize that it was bad until I found out I had to have a cold shower because apparently I need electricity to be able to have a hot shower. Anyway, enough about me. We've got a really awesome program tonight. I've got two really amazing guests that I love a lot, Corine and John, and they are going to be talking about a new program that they're going to be running called The Living News. So I'm sure you've all had enough of looking at my face, so I'm going to bring them on. Good evening, John.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Hi,
Nice.
Sam.
Thanks for being on the panel tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Friday Night Live, Corinne?
Pardon?
Is this your first time on Friday Night Live?
No, I was on it for the fasting with Johnny as well.
Yes, you were. I remember.
Yeah.
You weren't on with me, so it kind of went like that. So how's your week been?
You can go, Corinne.
Oh, thank you. You're such a gentleman. Had a great week. Very, very, very busy week. The family member had a birthday. Happy birthday, happy 25th, Kathy. So it was lovely, and work and stuff, and and it's the end of the week, so it's gone rather quickly. Yeah, thanks for asking.
And it's kind of like an unofficial long weekend. Like most people take Monday off. I know our kids have the day off. I know someone's got their thumbs up because they're going away.
Yes.
I don't want to divulge your location unless you want to, John.
I don't mind. I'm going up to Yarrawonga, and it's going to be hot on Tuesday, and so it's going to be over 30 degrees on Tuesday, so I'll probably go canoeing on the lake.
Or slip, slap. I know you're lovely. You don't want to come back looking like a lobster. So, I haven't been to Yarrawonga for ages. Do they have people on jet skis up there, or is the water low?
Yeah, a lot of jet skis up there. Yeah, well, especially when it's hot.
Sorry, when it's hot?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we used to go up there all the time, and we would stay across the border in New South Wales in Mulwala at this little hotel, and there'd be this little I'm sure it's still there, a little swimming area that had a water slide, and that was sort of before, water slides were crazy and popular, and it wasn't that big, but we used to have heaps of fun, so I have very fond memories of going up to Yarrawonga. We've got Carmen. What does she say here? Enjoy the new motorhome, Johnny. Oh, I didn't know that you were going in a motorhome. That's a bit posh.
No, it's not a motorhome. It's a caravan, but it's a new one, yeah.
Oh,
it's a very fancy caravan. Very fancy.
Carmen, get it right. By the way, it's not that I like embarrassing people, but it is a little bit of fun. Happy birthday, Carmen. I missed your birthday.
Happy birthday, Carmen.
I believe it's
Happy birthday, Carmen. I believe it starts with a...
Yeah, I think it's the 25th anniversary of her 25th birthday. So have fun. Welcome to the club.
So everyone online on Facebook and YouTube can say happy birthday to Carmen.
Yes, if you're listening, we want you all to send a message to Carmen. Helen, nice that you...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Carmen. Happy birthday
to you.
Hooray.
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 I hope, knowing your husband, he's probably got something very awesome planned for you, Carmen. So whatever it is, I hope it's fun. Now that we've gone past 6 o'clock, so You can travel down to Morwell. You can travel wherever you want in Victoria now. So have fun wherever it is that you're going to go. So what happens, John? Are you allowed to cross that bridge? Because that puts you into New South Wales then.
Yeah, I'm allowed to cross the bridge. Yeah.
Can you come back though?
You can. You just got to get a permit, but they're easy to get. You do them in a few seconds.
Oh, we've got a few people watching tonight. Carmen, I'm sure that I think she really loved having you sing to her. I didn't want to sing because it was a bit, how it doesn't sync that well, and
yeah,
I don't.
It's all right.
Yeah, we were not in sync, Johnny and I, but that's all right. Carmen understands.
That's right. And look, we've got hooray here. Oh, even Carmen is saying hooray. And yes, he did. I guess that means that Michael did something nice for you. Nice singing, guys. Oh, if you think John and Corine should now be in the church choir, I'd love to see that in the comments.
I'm already in the praise and worship, Sam. I'm already in the praise and worship.
This is now up to the public.
Sam is recruiting for the choir.
If you would like to see John and Corine singing in the choir, it's a no-cut choir, by the way. Put your comments in here and let's just see. Oh, definitely. Of course. Oh, hang on. And Sylvia says, yes, definitely. Lindsay and Kath, nice to see you joining us here tonight. So the audience has voted. Welcome to the choir. Welcome to the choir. We'll look forward to when church starts, which hopefully is going to be soon, to seeing you guys in the choir. Yay! And if you'd like to see John and Corine singing on Friday Night Live one night, feel free to put that in your comments as well. So the audience is voting. It's whatever they say. So I'm afraid
I think we'll stick to living news only.
Saying thumbs up or yes for you to sing, then it might have to happen. But we're not actually here to talk about your awesome singing. John, the living news. I know we've had the title up there all week. People are probably thinking, the living news? What is the living news?
Can I just make a small correction? Can I just make a small correction? It's living news without the THE, without the. It's just living news.
Really? I just feel like as an Australian, we shorten things, we lengthen things, Sam.
It's just that there's already another organisation that's got the living news.
What about Le Living News?
The living news.
Let's put a little let at the start. All right, tell us about living news, John.
Yep. What do you want to know?
I want to know everything.
Well,
So first of all, how did you come up with the concept?
Okay. Look, it all started, I suppose, a bit of lockdown scenario and stuff like that. And as you know, I was the head elder for quite a few years, and then mid-year I stopped being head elder, but I was even before then, even before July, early in the year, I was just questioning where does God want me focus going forward? Is there something different that God wants me to do? And more towards mid-year, I was praying a lot about it and fasting and about it. And then one day, a friend made a comment just about, the different types of things online. And it just got me thinking a bit. And I think it really triggered my mind. And then, still praying and fasting quite regularly, I just felt I needed some sort of change and something else, and just didn't know what it was. And then I was a delegate to the Australian Union Conference constituency meeting. And during that meeting, it went over 2 days, 2 full days. And during that time, there were a lot of presentations made by various states and different departments. And as I was watching those presentations, I just felt inspired that there was just so much good news out there that people just didn't know about, and it just doesn't get filtered out. And I just felt really impressed that something needed to happen to get some of this information out to the public and to the people, both internally in the church and externally as well. And so that really got my mind thinking. And sometimes it was hard to sleep just thinking about it. And then getting towards the end, before I started really getting things concrete, a Bible verse came to my mind, or was brought to my attention. And it was really pretty much from that I think it was a rubber stamp that this needed to go ahead. And that Bible verse is found in Isaiah 52, verse 7.
And let me see, is that going to be, oh, you've got it here. I was just looking for it.
And Isaiah 52, verse 7 says, "How beautiful on the mountains are the feet of those who bring good news, who proclaim peace, who bring good tidings, who proclaim salvation, who say to Zion, your God reigns." And it's this point about bringing good news to people, and that really impressed on my mind that there's so much bad news out there today. There's just so much negativity. Always on the news, it's just everything's negative, and it doesn't matter where you go, it's just a lot of negativity. And this really impressed me that there's so much good news out there that's not being told, not being shared, that we really need to share it. And
I think that's really awesome, John. And especially, you're right, during, like, in Australia, the last 20 or so months, there has been so much negativity. Like, you turn on the news and there's this many cases and that many cases, and these borders are shut, and so many people have died, and terrible things are happening overseas. And this is what we need. We really need some positive news. And I have to say hi, Stanley. I'm impressed. He's watching all the way from the Philippines. So thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for joining us, Stanley.
Yes, love the Philippines. I was there a few years ago, and a lot of years ago, actually. Very nice.
I'd like to go. We have a few friends who live over there.
And Stanley is from the state of Luzon as well, which is pretty much where we were as well. Beautiful place. Beautiful people.
You may have been somewhere right near where he lives. So welcome, Stanley. We hope that you'll join us every Friday night when we have our Friday night program. So you had this idea in your head. So how has it gone from the idea in your head to actually making it happen?
Well, first, and this goes back to the actual very beginning, where Corine's name was brought to my attention, and this is like months ago. And then when I was, again praying about this, and I just felt impressed to talk to Corine about this, and to be a co-host with me, and so Corine was the first person I approached. And when I approached her, maybe Corine, you'll explain how you felt or what you thought at the time.
Well, I'm not really sure whether I shared that with you, Johnny, but when Johnny asked me, I remember it was a Saturday afternoon, and I said to him, look, you'll need to call me back. It's been a busy morning. I've been doing stuff. So he said he'll call me. But I remember even I said, can we talk later? And I remember having a chat to God, and I don't know whether I shared that with you, Johnny, but God said, whatever Johnny is going to ask you, you just say yes. Whatever it is. And I'm thinking, I don't know what it is, that this new venture that God is leading him into, but that was the prompting that I got. You need to say yes to him, whatever it is. So I said yes to something before even knowing what it was about. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Praise
awesome.
the Lord. And then Sam, there's actually a decent group of people that are now involved. And the great thing is, everyone that I approached, I felt inspired to approach them specifically, and every one of them has come on board with open arms and felt that it was it was they wanted to be part of it. So
And
got to praise God.
who's in your team, John?
Yeah, so look, Corine, do you want? I don't want to do all the talking.
That's
do you want to
fine.
share some of the people that are in the team?
Yeah, sure. So if I leave anybody out, please let me know. So we'll start with you, Sam, and Pam.
Oh my gosh, yes, I am on your team.
Two awesome people doing the StreamYard and Facebook and all that, and YouTube. I'm not really sure how that works. So yeah, just two brilliant people. Then we have Andrea as well, who has been just so amazing doing the promotional clips. She's just brilliant. And she said that she was learning how to do that. But really, if you look at the clip, which we're going to play later on, it's so professional. She's just been amazing. Then we also have...
Sorry, can I just go back a little bit? I just want to say about with Samantha and Pam, Sam and Pam.
Yeah,
Sam and Pam, it's just not about the StreamYard or things like that or Facebook, but it's actually communicating with people. They're going to be communicating people that will communicate and, maybe want to talk about sharing things right. and the prayers and stuff like that. So it's a real ministry. It's not just a task. It's a real ministry. And I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that, Johnny. That's really important because we want to connect with people, not just, have this program, but we want people to connect with us. That's the whole idea. So moving on also, we also have Dennis. Oh, I forgot about Dennis. Dennis, who's a producer. Dennis, who's a producer, and so it's really good because he's good at organizing. So we feel like he's a really good fit in this because there's a lot of organizing that needs to happen. Then, of course, we have a lot of people from different ministries. We have Carmen, we have Bibi, we have Sylvia Wan, we have Sylvia Mendez, we have Bruno and Fred doing the music. I'm forgetting somebody. I'm forgetting someone. We have testimonies that will be from different people. We have Shamuka, of course. Shamuka, he's been home so many times. We have Shamuka doing the videotaping. So you know what? When you see Living News, you see Johnny and I, and you'll see the other people, but really, it's the people in the background that's doing all the bulk of the work, and you don't get to see them, but we're just a really good team. I mean, I think we said that from day one, didn't we, Johnny? After we had our first meeting, Johnny set up a WhatsApp group, and I said, I just love the group that we're in. It's a really good fit, all of us, just bringing to the table what we feel, will help in serving God in a way that we enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm so excited to keep hearing more about this because even though I know a little bit about it, I don't want to brag or anything, but yes, I am know a little bit about what's going on. I'm actually going to take a small break and I'm going to play a song which John and I both love, and I'm pretty sure that, Corine, you love this too, 10,000 Words.
Yeah.
And Isabel, now if you've been watching our programs, we've had her singing a few times on the Friday Night Live program. Now, you're not going to see her, but you are going to hear her. So have a listen to this song. You're going to love it.
She's brilliant.
The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. You're rich in love and you're slow to anger. Your name is great and your heart is kind. For all your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. Oh, I worship Your holy name. Worship Your holy name.
Oh my gosh, I love that
I
song.
love that song. Love it.
It's very inspiring, and I hope that when people watch Living News, I've got to stop myself from saying that now. When they watch Living News, that they're going to feel inspired like that. So, what can we expect in Living News, John and Corinne?
You go, Johnny.
Okay. Look, it's a variety program, which is different to church and Sabbath school and even Friday Night Live. It's a variety of a lot of good information, good news, good things like what we're hoping to do is each time is have a special focus area where we'll actually spend a bit of time on a particular thing. And I've already approached a few different organizations that have said, that they will be part. They will, we can interview them. And so I'm really looking forward to that. So, I don't know how much to divulge right now, but there's some really exciting stuff happening. I actually attended a seminar yesterday of one of the organizations that's going to present to us. And it was just so great, the information, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with Living News, with our audience.
And our audience also, Sam, is I'm learning a lot. I'm looking forward to learn a lot from even the things that we put on the program, because we find that it's not only people, not just in the church, that might not be aware of all
Amen.
those wonderful programs that we have. We take them for granted, like even the health message and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Because we've heard it so many times for so long, but it's a great way for people to learn about what we as a church have to offer. And because we love everyone, whether in the church, out of the church, no difference, and we want people to benefit what we're benefiting as well. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be keeping it to
Amen.
ourselves. We need to share it with people.
Yeah, and Sam, just a bit further to that too is that I really had my heart felt for people in the Middle East. When we're going through all these issues with the armies pulling out and stuff like that, I really felt for them. And doing this electronically is a way we can get the message out, or the good news out, to people that can't attend church because of different laws and so forth, but we might be able to get this good news out to them via the internet. And so I'd like to share another Bible verse with you that really impressed me, and about getting the news out to other countries, is found in Proverbs 25:25, and it says, "As cold waters to a thirsty soul, so is good news from a far country." And it reminds me of getting this news out to other people. It's not, the focus is not just about the people we know, but getting the news out to other people that really need it and need to be uplifted, that are going through difficult times.
Absolutely. Yeah, the whole idea is to encourage somebody else. And I like Johnny said, we don't want to give away too much, but I like how people that are coming on Living News, how they're real. I like real people. I like.
Yeah.
I don't want this made up thing. Not that we do that. I haven't seen it, but I want people to see that whatever they're going through, we either have gone through or we know someone who has, and they've come out of it. And you know what? There's power in that, knowing that someone has gone before you and they've been able to, come out a better person or a stronger person. So so this program is so vital for this time right now,
Yeah.
because we need to encourage people to keep going.
Yeah. So we can give you a little bit of a heads up that the program will be broken up into different segments. I spoke before about a key focus area, but apart from that, there's some other areas as well that will be regular, like a musical item. And so we're looking forward to that. And Isabel has actually done a new one specifically for our first episode of Living News. So we're really looking forward to that. And there's other things too, like a health segment, because especially during COVID, a lot of people's health has really deteriorated. Lack of exercise, lack of sunlight, and so forth. And there'll be some really good information coming out from personal experiences that people have had through some of these health advices, and it's really good. And Corine, there's a couple of other feature areas as well. Did you want to share those?
Yeah, sure. Well, we have we're going to have a section where we share a book, and the book that we're about to share for the first program is brilliant. And like I said to you before, Sam, I'm going to be learning as much as everybody else. And that book, I have heard about it, but never read it. What a brilliant book it is. So, so the more knowledge is power. The more we know and we something and we share it with others, we're empowering other people as well to move forward in life. And there's, I'm just really excited about that. So, yeah. And also, did I miss one, Johnny? So it's the book
Recipes.
and also the recipes with BB. Thank you, Johnny. The recipes. I have actually tried one, or actually tried a vegetable that I have never used before. So, it's just getting us out of our comfort zone and learning something new as well, which I love to do. Yeah.
And one more thing is we're going to be hearing stories from people, real life stories of how people's lives have actually changed, and they'll share with us their life story.
I think, yes, and I've actually seen a little bit of one of them. Don't worry, I'm not going to give it away, but I think the great thing about like the testimonies that you're going to be having, they're real people. Some of them are in our church who have really gone through, some terrible things. Just because we're in the church or we go to church, we're not perfect. We make mistakes. And sometimes those mistakes can lead us down very dark paths. But, by the grace of God, we can come back into the light again. So it's great to hear real stories that, things that people are going to relate to. Like, even if you've never done the exact things as some of the testimonies that you might hear, you'll be able to relate to them on a level. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some of those being shared as well.
And I like the point that you made, because Sam, sometimes we see people say once a week we see them or twice a week, but we don't really know what's going on in their lives. So not that we want to, to find out everybody's business, but imagine if a story that we were covering actually resonated with somebody else, and they go, oh, wow, I had no idea. Like I know, for instance, my mum came over the other day and she saw the book, I'm not going to name it, and that we're going to be talking about in our first episode. And she said, oh, I didn't know that. And I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? And she was, really excited. And she said, I saw this person every week, but I didn't know that. So I think, I'm just really looking forward to sharing all these beautiful things that God has impressed on our heart.
Another really good thing too is we're going to have some giveaways in our episodes as well, some free gifts. So,
oh my gosh, I just want to be the person who's out in the internet land so I can be getting some of these gifts, because I already know what some of them are, and I just want to be one of those people who wins. And I guess unfortunately it's going to be terms and conditions, family members and blah 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 are not eligible to win. So I think I fall into that category.
Actually, we just said the first 5 people, didn't we, Johnny? The first 5 people who makes contact with us. So we didn't think about the terms and conditions, did we?
Well, I might just block, if I'm doing a StreamYard, I might just block everyone so they can't comment. And I'll just put up all my...
That's not good news, Sam.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding about that.
I know.
I'm just thinking to what you said about with your mum looking at that book. Sometimes, you're right. People, you see them on the street, or they're at church, or maybe they're your neighbors, or even your family, and it's, oh, how are you going? Oh, good. How are you going? But really, they're not good, or maybe you're not good, and maybe you're going through these terrible things, and then. The great thing about people sharing their testimonies of what you're going to see in Living News is that you'll think, oh, wow, I'm not the only person who's experienced that. I'm not the only person who's done that. I thought I was the only one. So it's really great to see people being so honest. And I think some of the things that you'll see that you just don't know who they're going to help, because sometimes you might have an issue in your life where you think, I'm the only one who's going through this. I'm so bad. I'm the only one who could have done this. And then when people share things that have happened to them in their lives, it's really inspiring. And I think it gives everyone hope.
Absolutely. I mean,
Amen.
God, we serve a God that is a God of hope, and we want to, reflect that in the episode. So, it is very important that God is in those episodes, and that's the way that even starting that, how Johnny even came up with the initiative to do that by fasting and praying. So we want to have that all through the the episodes as well.
Now, I know we're not giving away too much, but I'm so super excited because I know there's a little trailer.
Yes, we can give away that.
Everything that I've asked this week.
No, we can do the trailer.
Yeah,
we can
Good on you, Johnny. Yes,
I haven't even seen it. Okay, so I'm going to see it at the same time as all of you guys. Okay, so here we go. Bang. Do you know, that is just so awesome. And when I see that coming soon thing, it just makes me think, if you're ever at the cinema or the drive-in and you see this super awesome film that's about to come out and you just get so excited, and then you see coming soon. And then sometimes that coming soon might be a year. But what can we expect, John? When, and Corine, when can we expect? You know, maybe not the exact date, but have we got a timeline of when this might
3
be?
weeks.
3 weeks? Ooh, that's not long, everyone. If you normally, when you see things like that coming soon, you've got to wait forever. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We need to have
And
a
I
look
think
at
that's because we were hoping to do it earlier, but there's been a lot of work that's gone into this. A lot of work that's happened in the background. A lot of testing with microphones, video cameras, lighting, studio setup, and it's been hours and hours and hours of work. And I just got to really say thank you again for the people that are behind the scenes. Like Andrea has done so much work with all the graphics, with all the banners and all the clips, and she's just done heaps and heaps of work. And Chimuka has put in hours contacting professional people about audio equipment and things like that, and it's just and even all the rehearsals that we've had and all the bugs that we've had to try and iron out. So it's been a lot of work to get to this point. And so again, I just want to thank everyone, and even the people that have been doing the clips. For the first time, they've had to do many takes on their clips, to get it right, and so they put a lot of work in the background. And I just want to thank the whole team, for all the work that they've put into it.
I'm thinking that I know I know the work that, well, not all of the work. I know some of the work that's going in behind the scenes, and I've got a couple of things to say about that. Firstly, I can't wait for series 1 of the bloopers to come out because it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be fun. Like when eventually you see Living News for the first time, it's going to be fantastic. However, as mentioned by John, there have been some bugs. We've had some issues. We've had technical issues, some lighting issues, sound issues. But some of those things have also made for hilarious bloopers. So I hope maybe like the end of the year, we can have the bloopers. One night we can have a video where we can show the bloopers. But the other thing I want to say is Kochi and Natalie, watch out for your jobs, because once you've seen John and Corine in action, your jobs could be in danger. That's
Sam,
how
thank you. But I think their job is safe. I mean, Johnny is really cruising. Johnny is focused. He's really doing well. I have to admit that it's not as easy as it looks. I thought you just go in front of the camera and just talk. I think I need a lot of prayers. Johnny is really, praise the Lord that he's a man that's patient. He's been very patient with me, but it's really, to be honest with you, it has to come from a place where you really want to help other people to do something like that, because apart from all the things that we are learning, it's never been something that Johnny and I haven't done, apart from being on Zoom meeting or StreamYards. That's it for us. So there's a learning curve for us as well. But I think, Johnny, I don't mind. I correct me if I'm not speaking right, but I think our passion for people is more than what we're going through. Maybe for myself, maybe the fear of where I'm going to be live. Do you know what I mean? And I have this list of things that we're going to go through, and it can be a little bit overwhelming even at times. But you know what? When I think that somebody else on the other side of that screen, that the Holy Spirit might touch their heart, you know what? You just kind of say, Lord, I'll go through what you want me to go through, because I know you will give us the strength, because somebody else needs to be blessed by it. And
even if that's one soul,
even if it's just one,
is going through something that really uplifts them and draws them closer to God, it's worth it. It's all been worth it.
Yeah.
And I think with what you were saying, Corine, just to give you some encouragement, the fact that we are live, like we're live right now, and the fact that your program is going to be live, you know what? We are going to make mistakes. Your faces though making the mistakes, not mine.
Yeah.
But, we are going to make mistakes, and you might say
Yes.
the wrong thing. And guess what? It just shows that we're human, that we're live. We all make mistakes, and that can also go into the best of the bloopers. So don't worry about
You're hooked on those bloopers. Thanks, Sam, for the encouragement.
bloopers.
And that's important, that people can see us as being real people, not professionals, just as real people, so we can again connect more with the wider audience out there.
And I think the key thing is for both of you, John had the idea, and Corine, you said yes. So that's the important thing. You're television presenters. You're not professional actors.
No,
you're
we're not.
People who are going to be presenting a real show in real time about real issues to help real people. So
Yeah.
And it's not just us either. It's the other people that are doing the other presentations in the different segment. You know, they're out of their comfort shoes as well. And but yet they've accepted to be on board and to do it.
Amen.
And I just praise God for that.
Amen. That's
and
right.
look, can I share another Bible verse?
yes,
this
please. We love Bible verses.
This one's found in 2 Kings. 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 9. It says, "Then they said to each other, what we're doing is not right. This is a day of good news, and we are keeping it to ourselves. If we wait until daylight, punishment will overtake us." And I think about this, that we can't hold all this good information to ourselves. We need to share it with other people. And there's some of the driving factors behind this.
Yeah, and this is not the only platform, obviously, that the good news is shared on. We know we are part of a church that has so many ways that they do evangelism. But I like Johnny said earlier on, it seems to be like people, especially during the lockdown, everything's been online. Social media is big now, and so going into this new waters, if you like, hopefully there will be a few more people that we can reach that we couldn't before, if that makes sense.
And I love your idea too, John, about how you said, the people overseas who may not be able to go to a church or to worship, who may never even have heard of God, but through the power of social media, there's an opportunity, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on Facebook, to be able to hear the good news.
Yeah.
So the other thing that we don't know, and I haven't asked you yet, is what day is this program going to be on?
It'll be Saturday afternoons our time, but I think it's like, Friday Night Live and even, other programs that we've run, people watch them afterwards. And so they may not necessarily watch them at the same time that we're going live, but they may be able to watch them later. And for them, it could be Saturday morning, or it could be Friday, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because yes, if you've ever missed any of our programs, if it's the first time that you're watching us, these programs are on YouTube. These programs are on our church Facebook page for Friday Night Live, and you can go back and watch any of those anytime. So you don't have to worry about missing them. We love it when you are live. We love to see your comments coming up. But if you can't watch it while it's actually streaming live, you can always watch it another time. Now, is it going to be weekly or monthly, or?
We're still determining that, depending on resource and availability. We're looking at monthly to start with, but would hope to get at least to twice a month as soon as we can, as long as we can build up the resource. The other thing too is in relation to the time, it will be Australian Eastern Standard Time on a Saturday at 3 p.m. is our target time at this stage. So, and if people will need to be on live or join us when we're live for the prizes. So, or the gifts, I should say, more than prizes, they're gifts.
Yeah, the gifts. Yeah.
So excited about that. I just want to be one of the first ones. Not bad. just have to tell all
we
my
we
family.
like that you're excited. We want people to be excited about Living News. Definitely, we want
Well,
that.
I'm excited. I'm
Me
excited.
too.
Now, is there anything else? I'm looking at the time. You know, the other day, John said, "Oh, are we going to have enough things to talk about tonight?" And we've been talking for 48 minutes. So you should
I
have
think
known.
maybe there is something, Sam. If there is anybody watching that that God is impressing on your heart to share with people, if that's you, approach Sam, Johnny, myself, or just let us know, because this program is not about us. It's all for God's glory. And if you feel impressed that you want to share your experience to help somebody else, to benefit somebody else, we would love to hear from you. I'm not sure how, Sam. You're the tech person. You tell them
Well,
how, because I have no
we
idea.
can do that. Like, I love what you said there, Corinne. We're not exclusive. So you may have a testimony that you want to share. You may be really skilled at cooking, or maybe you're a health professional and you want to get on and talk about something one day.
Lindsay
Maybe
is on this. Lindsay is here.
who? Sorry.
Lindsay Kute. I think I saw.
Oh yes, Lindsay.
You're talking about health professionals. Yeah.
Anytime, Lindsay, that you want to come on this show, there is an open invitation for you. But that invitation includes everyone. So if there's something that you think you'd love to share, you can
Yeah.
contact us through our church Facebook page. We've got a message in Messenger there. You can send us a message.
Well, soon they'll be able to contact us directly onto Living News Facebook.
Yes, there will be that. So
and the other thing too is that if somebody knows of a particular ministry that is that people should know about, let us know, because then we may feature that ministry. And we've already got quite a few. We've got a few lined up already, and but there's always new ones, and that's what we want to do, because hopefully this will go for a while until Jesus comes, and we can. A lot of different ministries can be highlighted.
Yeah, absolutely. Johnny, you just talked about until Jesus comes. Can I share one last Bible text, Sam? Do we have time for that?
of course, we've got all the time in the world.
All right. It's from Matthew 24 and verse 14, and it's Jesus telling about the future. And I like this verse 14, and it says, "And the good news about the kingdom will be preached throughout the whole world, so that all nations will hear it." Not just a group, all nations will hear it, and then the end will come. So
Amen.
we're looking forward to Jesus's second coming. We're looking forward. We know that there could be. I can think of so many people off the top of my head that could do a better job at what Johnny and I are doing. But I know I always think of that saying that God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. So that encourages me that I am not qualified, but yet we need to spread that good news out there, so that Jesus will come very soon.
Amen.
Did you have any final words that you'd like to share, John, or did you have any other Bible verses that you wanted to share before we finish?
No, I think they're the key ones, really. There are other ones that talk about sharing good news and things like that, but I think we've encapsulated the thoughts. And again, it's not about me, it's not about Corine, it's not about the team. It's just we're just their servants, really, to try and do this to help those that need to hear the message.
Amen.
And uplift souls. We need to uplift souls.
We do.
Actually, I will. I don't know if I do the one about joy to the heart.
No.
Let me share this Bible verse. It's found in Proverbs 15, verse 30. It says, "Light in a messenger's eyes brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones." So we're talking about health and good news, and we want to bring good news to people. There's good news in lots of different formats. There is the ultimate good news, which is the good news of salvation.
Yep.
There's also good news about things that people are doing to help other people. That is also good news. And health message is good news, and things like that. Testimonies are good news. So, so we want to bring good news and bring health to people's bones, and bring joy to their heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure that people are going to be very excited when they see the first episode of Living News. And Corine and John, I'd love to just like to thank you for coming on the Friday Night Live program tonight to talk about Living News. I've already been inspired before tonight, but I'm sure you've inspired a lot of other people. I hope you have an awesome time in your Not a Motor home in Yarrawonga. And put some sunscreen on when you're on that canoe. So, and you have an awesome weekend too, Corine.
Thank you, Sam. You too.
For everyone else who's out there watching, if you're going away, please take care. The roads are probably going to be crazy with excited Victorians getting out of Melbourne this weekend. So take care and be safe on the roads. If you are around, we will have our Sabbath School program streaming live tomorrow at 9:30, followed by a worship service at 11 o'clock. But until then, stay safe, everyone. Take care, and we will see you next Friday night at 8 p.m.
You're going to finish with the clip? Finish with the trailer?
You want to put the... Why not? Let's put the trailer on again. I don't think I could probably watch that a few more times. I like it that much. So well done, Andrea, for doing that. And we will see you all next week. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Happy Sabbath. Bye. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Johnny.